But I could see how people may feel as if they cannot ask them because maybe they did ask them, and what they got back, not from their physicians, but from somebody else, was, oh, well, this is a conspiracy theory, rather than addressing the question head on. And I know that from my patients, I got asked questions specifically about the vaccine that they had heard from somewhere that were important to address, and that there was some truth behind. For example, people were concerned about the impact of the vaccines on women were concerned about the impact of the vaccines on their menstrual periods. Well, as it turns out, there have been studies that have shown that there may be some changes to the menstrual period in the short term. But addressing that is not a conspiracy theory. It's addressing this question and then saying, here's the research that we know around this. Or I know that for some time, for the first couple of years, the questions around natural immunity from the immunity that you get from infection, those questions were all dismissed. Because yes, it is true that we didn't want people to just go out and have chickenpox parties and get infected all at once. But it's also true that you do have immunity after, not lifelong immunity, but you do get some degree of pretty good immunity after having infection. So I think that addressing those nuances and being clear with people about what we know and what we don't know and what we believe is the case based on ongoing research, but this could change. I think that leaning into the nuances rather than backing away and just saying, well, you're wrong and I'm right. And I think that may be a lesson that we learn, especially because we also know that if people keep on hearing that their questions are being dismissed, they're much more likely to go to the source, as you were saying, like an RFK Jr., who will say, well, let's ask this question. And you know what? If we can ask this question, why not also this question? If you think they're lying to you about this, then maybe they're also lying to you about X, Y, and Z.